welcome back to the Not Related podcast. It's your girl, Alex Princess, with who am
And
I
your
with?
boy, it's me, Nick Smithy.
And your straight up boy. What's going on, Nick? How are you today?
Doing good. How are you?
Pretty good, little bro. You know, it's funny because when I say bro, it's like, I can just use that with anyone. But when I say it to you, it's actually real. You know what I'm saying? Like, sup,
I know.
bro?
I get what you're saying.
Is that funny or this is stupid? Not funny.
Stupid, but okay. Whatever floats your boat,
All right.
right?
No need to make fun of me. All right. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for checking out our show again. We hope you liked the last episode. I saw that quite a few of you guys listened to that, so that made us very, very happy. So now it's been a little while, and we're coming back for another episode. It's been a couple weeks, and we're back and with some updated information.
What's the updated information?
Well, there's been a lot. There's been a lot that's happened recently, Nicholas.
Well, tell me, Alexandria.
We got to use the full names when we're talking about these crazy things, right?
Right.
Okay, number one, the app that we're here about, right? We're pretty much, TikTok's our main platform. It almost got banned. All right. So the last couple weeks has been a little crazy with this whole congressman in the United States trying to ban the app that y'all are probably watching us from to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And so what are your thoughts about this, Nick? I want to hear what you have to say about this.
I have multiple thoughts about it. I think that if they were stealing data, sending it to the Chinese government, right? I think that's a big no-no. It should be banned. But at the same time, we live in a free country and you should allow the people, like, here's the thing, like, if what they're doing is they're taking individuals' data and sending it back, the individual should be the one to be able to say, like, I'm okay with that happening, right? Because maybe some people don't care. I get it. It's like they're trying to, like, protect us or, whatever, but we should be given the freedom to make that decision for ourselves. I don't need somebody else to make that decision. Now, the other part of this, where I'm like, I think this part's messed up, is you got companies like Meta and other companies that have been reported, apparently, allegedly, that they have been taking our information and then they sell it to the Chinese government. So it's kind of like this big old thing, in my opinion, where it's like, can't just do it to one. Like, either we're going to go ahead and execute all of them, right? There's got to be fair across the board. So either you execute all of them or you execute none of them, or what you do, which is what I think is the best option, is you just allow the people to make the decision for themselves. Not to mention, the app's been around for, years and years and years. Cat's out of the bag. You can't just go ahead now and decide that, all of a sudden it's dangerous. 150 million American users have been using this. Now, do I wish we would have known this right away if it is true? Absolutely. I think a lot of people would have thought differently about it, right? But at the same time, that didn't happen. So, I think if they were lying to us about it, super messed up. But I don't know. You see what I'm saying, though? It's just kind of like, I think that there's like multiple points to this. I can agree with the ban, but at the same time, it's not fair and doesn't make any sense. And now it's been going on for so long. Like, the damage has been done. Like, you can't just undo what's already been done. So at this point, I think a lot of us that have been using TikTok are just kind of like, whatever, we're screwed anyways. So why not just continue to use it, I guess?
I see your point. I do not think that is exactly what's happening. I don't think that they're selling our data to the Chinese government. And you know what? If they are, like you said, Meta and all them, we already know they are.
Yeah, they've been doing it. Well, here's why I think they're probably lying. Just for the sole fact that in China, any Chinese company, which ByteDance is the ones who own TikTok, right? Any Chinese company is required by their president, Xi Jinping, or whatever his name is, to give them any data that they want, whenever they want, all that kind of jazz. Plus, there's been apparently some leaked phone calls inside the TikTok headquarters meetings saying, yeah, Americans' data has been breached multiple times by the Chinese government. And there's nothing that TikTok can necessarily do about it. I guess the biggest part here is finding out, like, are they lying to Congress, which they probably are. The thing is, the dude, the CEO, he's probably being told by the Chinese government, go ahead and lie, because they don't care anyways. A lot of them don't like America. So, like, I don't know. I just don't know who to believe. I think that's the biggest thing. I think that's what the problem a lot of Americans are having right now, is the fact of, like, who do we actually trust? Like, I don't know who's telling the truth and who's not. And I can see this from like 5 different angles, right? Like all the angles I brought up. Like, I just think that there's so many different moving parts to this. I just feel like we're at a point where I would like to know the truth, but at the same time, like, damage has been done. It's not going to actually fix anything just knowing like who's actually accurate about this and who's not. I think this is a big waste of time and energy and resources when we have literally a million other issues going on right now. That's all I think.
Right. Yeah, we definitely need to get into that because that's just how I feel too. And it's just, it sucks because I just think that if they're going to be treating TikTok this way and not Meta, then that just, to me, that shows everything that needs to be said. But also, did you know that I didn't even write this down, but this just came in my head and I'm like, oh my gosh. You know that the CEO of TikTok used to work at Meta 20, yeah, he was an intern at Facebook. I think it said 11
That's
years
crazy.
ago, or it was a long time ago. I could have gotten the year wrong, but it was many years ago. The CEO of TikTok was an intern under Zuckerberg, and now Zuckerberg is hell
Probably hates him. Probably hates him.
No, you can see that, like, Meta wants to, obviously they don't like TikTok, and they've been trying, really hard to work with the US government apparently to get rid of TikTok. And so if that's all true, if I was Zuckerberg, I would be unhappy because I'd be like, damn, I'd be embarrassed. I'd be like, damn, an intern that used to work for me has now made this app with ByteDance that has way more daily users than mine. And you know what I'm saying? So I could see why Zuckerberg is so upset, but it's like so messed up to try to get rid of an app that 150 million Americans want to use every single day.
I like what you said there. That actually reminded me of something with the whole Zuckerberg. Like, he's been, a lot of big companies do this, right? They like buy their way into whatever they want by paying their favorite politicians a whole bunch of money, every single year, giving them donations, blah, blah, blah. Apparently he gave a lot to like a whole bunch of Republican Congress people that he knew would want to get this banned due to it being a Chinese app.
Interesting.
So this is where I find it very, very sketchy, because when you look at it from a bigger perspective, it's like, you kind of know, like, there's definitely some scumminess going on somewhere in this whole equation. For sure.
100%.
There's always somebody there, and every decision that's always made always has to do with money, bro. Money is literally the root of always. Because it never takes any people into consideration. It's always about so-and-so gave me this, and then you have people in power. Whatever. They're all gonna have to answer for that one day. I don't really care. Like, to be honest, I really don't care what happens to TikTok. I don't. I've been sick and tired. No, look, and here's why. I don't really care what happens to it personally.
Speak just for your damn self.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Personally, I don't care. I know a lot of people would be pretty upset about this, but I've really disliked a lot of the changes that they've made over the last few years. I think the app was way better when it was like just coming out.
I can agree. Yeah.
So as somebody who's been here since literally the beginning on Musical.ly, when the app transformed into TikTok, I've been here since the very first day. Seeing the decline in content and all this stuff, it kind of sucks. Like, the app used to be so much fun. It was very addictive because it was so much fun. Because we could say things and do things that you can't do now. Like, there's so many jokes I can't make, I can't do and whatnot, because literally like little things too. Like, if I hit a certain decibel with my screams or anything like that too, my videos get shadow banned. Like, there is such dumb little tiny things that they put into the algorithm, and all of it is safety and whatever. It's like, let the people make that decision for themselves. Like, I'm sick and tired of all these apps constantly taking upon themselves to go ahead and protect us, or whatever. Like, people can protect themselves, bro. Like, we're not a bunch of idiots, and some people are, and that's on them, but I'm not one of those people, so you don't need to protect me.
No, you're right. But I can agree, because, you were the one who told me about Musical.ly years and years ago. And you know what I mean? I remember all that. So I've also been on the app since day one. I was there the day TikTok started. We were both already crowned on Musical.ly.
So you've been here since day one too. So as somebody who's been here since day one, do you do you see where I'm coming from as far as, like, I don't really care what happens to it, because it's kind of like they've ruined what was once really great in my opinion. I'll tell
you what the biggest difference is now that I see versus, when we would make videos 2 or 3 years ago, is the biggest thing is now TikTok, and I can see why they want to do this because you can obviously see the success of YouTube, but they want to turn into a short and long-term video app.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that, bro.
They are pushing, I've heard they changed the algorithm again to where I can just speak for myself and say on my For You page, because I engage with this content.
They're super long videos, aren't they?
Yes, the only content I see, I'll be completely honest with you, I don't even know what trending sounds are anymore because I only get one or two sounds a day, and I get about 50 videos of people talking 3 minutes or longer.
This goes in line with what I was just saying, though.
That's obviously what I am, interacting with for that to be my For You page.
No, it's not. It's not. And let me tell you why. Their update literally said that's what they're pushing now. They're pushing
it, though.
But see, that's the problem.
But I will say, my boyfriend doesn't have long form videos on his because he only interacts with like the trending sounds.
Okay,
he
but
never
hold
sees
on.
People talking.
He doesn't have the American one. Right. He has.
You're right. Yeah.
So I'm talking about the American one because every TikTok is different for each country. Like, remember the Chinese one, I believe, is very like educational and like all that jazz. So here in America, though, they made it now to where like they're pushing that stuff. I'm always against this pushing crap. Anytime somebody's pushing something, I'm like, hold on. Why are these algorithms pushing anything? They should not be pushing a single thing other than heavy engaged content that people actually want to see. But see, that's and that's the problem. So you've got a bunch of people that are now getting shadow banned. So
I'm just saying, I'm glad you started YouTube because I know with you, at least you can continue your career on YouTube and you have an engaged audience there. So it's fine. But TikTok is definitely changing, especially for people like you, that make short-term video, like, just really that.
I've been making a lot more long-form videos, and bro, my long-form videos be popping. Yeah, they'll get like millions of views usually. But when I do like one that's like even up to like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, pushing up there.
I can just say for me, the videos of me talking, for 3 minutes or longer have gotten way more views than all my videos that are under 30 seconds now. For the last 6 months, if I talk, it does well. If I talk for less than a minute, it's not shown. So that's just for me. And I don't know why. I can tell the app is pushing like long form talking videos.
Now, anybody who's 100%. Listening to this at home too, in case you're curious how I would know some of these things as well, I do have 7 accounts and I'm able to see, I'm able to use my other accounts as a way to see and test stuff. And here's the thing. I only follow myself. And I do that for a reason. I follow myself because, one, this is my job. And I like to see.
How dare you?
I like to see when I post a video, I'll hop onto my other accounts immediately, usually. Because I want to see, is it going to show up for me right away on the For You page? Because it used to always do that. And part of the reason I'm the only accounts that I follow. So I could usually always gauge a video of not working based on, is it going to show up on the For You page? I can assure you, I have almost no videos now show up on the For You page when I upload them. And now I'll wake up in the morning to the next day. I go through my accounts again. And I do this. It's kind of like a routine thing. It's more like I'm trying to like see because, for me, like I obviously want to get views. This is kind of my job, right? So all the views I'm getting are like following views only. Like I've been basically removed from the For You page for like a lot of stuff because they just keep changing their content. They want more educational stuff. They want more of this and more of that. Boring. Like kids can go to school for that. You know what I mean?
They want this. I'm sorry if I'm sniffling, guys. I'm getting over a sickness. But so sorry if my voice sounds weird. But yeah, TikTok is 100% pushing educational content. And I will say, I know you say go to school to learn, and I'm not in disagreement with that, but I will say, out of someone who has like I have 1 college degree and almost have 2, and as someone who almost has 2 college degrees, I can tell you right now, Nick, I have learned more on TikTok than I.
Oh no, agree 100%. But here's the thing. Okay. So here's my point that I'm making though. It should be what you want to actually see, and that's how it used to be. It very much used to be what you engaged with. What you watched is what you got on your For You page. And I know that for a fact because I used to laugh at the videos on my For You page. know the last time that I laughed on a video on my For
No,
You
no, no.
page. I like to see funny stuff.
I'm in agreement with you about that.
Yeah, so they keep
agree.
changing. So here's the thing: if you're an educational person, you like that, and you want to see that kind of stuff.
I do. I like that, and
but yeah, so then you engage with it, right? But the problem is, then you got people like me that don't care at all. Like, here's the thing: it's not that I don't care at all. I'm for learning about stuff, but I want to learn about something that I care about. Like, sometimes I'll see like the boring ones, or it literally reminds me of being in school. This is why I do what I do today. I literally hated school because I found it to be so boring. Like, I'm one of those kind of people, like, I would rather put all my energy and time into learning about things that I like doing and want to do, rather than like somebody telling me like, oh, well, you have to read this passage in a certain amount of time and comprehend it. Like reading comprehension, for example, like I hated that. Like, I can read perfect. I'm very good with pronunciation, very good with all those kind of things and spelling and all that. But
you sound like a Virgo.
I get bored if I'm reading something that's like super boring, right? So like I prefer to read something that like interests me. So like I'm into, obviously with my job, like I want to learn how these algorithms are working and stuff. That's my form of education. You see what I'm saying? It's like,
well, and that's also going to be how you get more money, because the more you can understand the algorithm.
I like doing things that benefit me, not only financially, but just like with what I like to do. But like that's how everybody is, right? So you're looking at benefits, maybe like, I don't know, maybe something that interests you. I'm just throwing this out there, would be like, you know, English or science or something, right? And you're like, oh, psychology. I really want to know, like, okay, psychology. I really want to know like how people are thinking and like all that kind of stuff, right? Me, the only reason I would want to know how somebody's thinking is so that I can figure out how to better make my videos, so that more people would want to see. You see what I'm saying? So like for each person, it works different, but I don't know. This just kind of goes back to like, I just think it's kind of rigged now. And it's just not like what it used to be, which is kind of lame.
What it used to be. And
but it really plays with content creators' minds, not mine, because I actually can understand, like I'm able to see very clearly what they're doing. Because like I said, I have so many accounts that like I do this, like I study the algorithms, like I really kind of know this stuff. But like I've talked to other content creators who like, you could tell like this junk, like it really gives them a lot of mental health problems, because then they start to think like, oh, people don't like me anymore or whatever, which is wild. Like you should not be doing social media for people to like you. I just like to make good content because like in my mind, like it makes me feel good, I guess. To
accomplished.
Like, accomplished, exactly. So that's why I do it. I don't necessarily do it just because everybody's going to like me, because that's just not going to happen, like, period, ever. But
we've talked about this before, like the ego involving social media for people.
Well, it tears people down, creators. Man. And when you do this to the algorithm, you're screwing with people's minds.
An ego death if you want to do this for a living, because at the end of the day, people are making fun of you. They're sharing your posts.
Oh, yeah.
They're making fun of you.
That's what I want, though.
No. I'm not saying this to you. I mean, to any content creator, they're sharing my posts. They're making fun of me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just.
Well, you have to have thick skin. You got to be able to understand. Not everybody's going to like you.
Skin, and then you also just like, you can't be the type of person that cries over every hate comment if you're going to do the internet. We've talked about this before, so I don't want us to like re-get into this so much. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like but at the end of the day, this whole TikTok banning thing, you look surprised. Did something happen?
Yeah, I just got a text from Avery. She said, topic for a podcast. I guess she just came home and walked in the door. She said, topic for podcast. How the hell is a bottle of ranch almost $9?
I love Avery. Shout out to Nick's wife, my sister-in-law. Love you.
Okay, straight up.
And she's correct.
That means I just paid for that? Because she just swiped my card?
She's right. Can we talk about inflation? Right? I can't afford to live. Guys, if you're watching, please help me watch my videos.
Oh my God,
it's bad. No, it's bad. It's bad.
Hey, on the real zone,
everything is too expensive now.
It is too expensive. Look, it's all gonna crumble. It's all gonna crumble. Our US dollar's done. Our US dollar's done. All of it's gonna crumble, and it's gonna reset. You know,
did you see about how part of these, like, you know, Russia, China, South Africa, a couple other countries got together and they're trying to, I guess,
use the yuan for oil? Is that what you're talking about?
No. The dollar situation, how they don't want the US dollar.
Yeah. So what they're doing is, you know what they're doing? They're using, they're not going to use the Chinese yuan or whatever, or however you say it, for oil.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're using it for oil instead of the US dollar. So you know what that does to our dollar? It's yeah, this is bad. I don't think people realize the significance of it. Okay, so as for education that you were talking about, this is the stuff that interests me. like doomsday,
Political.
end of the world, political stuff. I don't know why it interests me a lot because I see our country just going. But like the thing is,
Well,
like it
yeah.
affects me, it affects anybody else who lives here. So I care about it. I kind of get like a little nerdy about this stuff because I'm like, ooh, like there's like I get a little conspiracy theorist. I'm not gonna lie, I get a little like into it, but I don't get that stuff on my For You page. Why the frick don't I get that? I'm trying to see that. No, I'm just kidding.
Nick's like, I want to see all the conspiracy theories
Right?
possible.
No, I'm just kidding. Well,
no, but
here's the thing. I like to play devil's advocate with it, right? So like I like to kind of see them and then I'm kind of like, So then I do a little research. I like to get a bunch of different takes and then come to my own good conclusion that's kind of like it could be all these different things, maybe combined with a bunch of politicians paying for a bunch of stuff behind the scenes. Ooh, and this person, and then you look at donations, you look at all these things, and there's generally some good conclusions you can come to yourself without having to listen to the news for every last little thing. But
no, you're
anyways,
absolutely
carry
right.
on. I'm gonna get off that.
Carry on. No, but Avery's right. I mean, it's a great topic to talk about because the cost right now, guys, it's rough, man. I mean, the houses, the interest rates. If you don't live in the United States and you're listening, I'm so sorry. I know we're annoying and we talk about the US a lot because we live here. But yeah, it is rough.
I think everybody's interested in the US right now. Everybody's watching because of how
people
bad things are getting.
This is what I think about. I think about how Rome, what do they say? Rome was in charge of the world for like 300 years and their empire fell, right? The United States.
Well, everything must come to an end. Yeah,
everything must come to an end, but we're at that time. Do you know what I'm saying?
So historically, look, everything that I watch and do, Alex, don't get me into this right now. Don't get me into this because I am going to go ham. But all right, just switch subject because I'll go ham.
Okay. Well, let's switch the subject.
I can talk for hours about this stuff.
I know. Same. And maybe we need to do a special podcast episode of just like our opinions on this specifically. So maybe if you guys want to hear that, let us know. We don't want to.
Yeah, if you want to hear it,
all political and like
no,
BS.
we definitely don't want to make this all political.
No, we don't. But Nick and I both have different views on a lot of stuff like that. So if you guys want to hear our opinions on that, comment. Let us know what you want to see more. You know, we're here for you guys at the end of the day. So if you guys want to listen to us talk some shit, then let us know. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Moving on. So another thing I saw was, speaking of like, the whole TikTok ban, potential ban, I saw this thing online and it said that Americans can face 20 years in jail for using a VPN to access TikTok if it is banned.
Okay. Yeah. See, and that was a part of what I was talking about. This is like way overreach. Ooh. Like you got to allow people to make the decision for themselves, especially at this point in the game. They didn't block it straight off get-go. So like 1/3 of America is using this stuff. You can't just all of a sudden decide now we're all going to be criminals. But you see, they're doing this with a lot of stuff. But
tell me how insane that is. You're telling
That's pretty
me
insane. That's pretty insane.
I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I use a VPN all the time. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're telling me I'm just gonna face 20 years in jail, and like you said, if a 1/3 of the American people are using the TikTok, what are you gonna do? You're gonna put us all in jail for 20 years? Come on, you ain't got enough space.
See, look, this is the thing, bro. Like people gotta get to a point where they just start saying enough is enough. You can't tell us what to do.
And we all bind together and we all say, absolutely not. Are we going?
But look, this goes for a lot of things, man. America is supposed to be the land of the free, and it's quickly turning into not that. It's quickly turning into whatever they decide is best for us. And we'll take this amount of money from you and this amount of stuff, and you'll be happy. We'll send you to jail and you'll be happy. That's their new motto is we're going to do whatever we want to you and you shut up and you deal with it. So
right. I'm like, last time I checked, we weren't in Russia. Like the fuck? Like, come on.
Yeah, but that's what they're trying to make it, bro. They're trying to make it like
I know, and that's absolutely wild. It's absolutely wild as just us growing up here. It's crazy to see. But anyway, so I thought that was wild because my first thought when I thought about the TikTok ban was like, and since this episode is pretty much just about the TikTok ban, I literally in my head, I was like, it doesn't matter. I'll use a VPN. And then you
know what I want? I want this so badly. I want another app to come out of nowhere and just take over TikTok. Just wipe them off the face. Not because of any of this stuff. Like I said, I'm ready for there to be an actual app that like cares about like trying to
I don't think it'll
do
ever
it the
happen.
right way. Like, give me a real For You page, like what TikTok originally was. Give us that back, bro.
Right.
I want that. But
I don't know.
you need that competition, though. Everywhere needs this kind of competition. See, we're starting to get into these places where these companies are trying to get monopolies, and then they just go, we can do whatever we want. Now we control the game. Nobody can take us over. We're too big to fail. And it's like, that's such a dangerous place to allow a company to get to, because now
it's all about
they
money.
control
It's
it
all
all.
about
Yeah.
money. So that's
Yeah.
why if an app wanted to start that actually cared about us, they would have to throw the money aspect out of it, because they're not going to make as much money.
See, that's the
because
thing.
and since we just talked about earlier, everything runs on money. The world runs on money.
Yeah,
It
it's
just
not gonna
sucks
happen,
because at the end of the day, it's got to be someone. And remember when Elon Musk suggested he was going to create his own social media that wasn't Twitter? It was just his own social media. I was actually interested in that because Elon Musk is already a bajillionaire.
That's right.
So
when you have somebody who has a lot of money,
like that.
This is the point that like people are trying to make with a lot of these people who have a lot of money. Like, they're clearly not doing this for the money.
Right.
Because when you have so much, you get to a place where like what you care about is doing the right thing. What you care about is like, like nobody can buy you off. But that's why they want people like Elon dead so bad. They hate him because now he's gotten to this place where he's like, nobody can give me an amount of money that would make me happy. Like I have everything that I could ever want or dream of. So what are you going to give me? So this is where he gets to go, I can actually use like my good morals and, good values to make something good.
It's like how he apparently, he works, crazy hours. This man don't need to work another day in his gosh dang life. He does it because he says he wants to, and he just cares about society. He wants to change things. And so if someone like him were to start his own social media, I would want to check it out. Personally, I would love to see
his name too is very, very big. Like, it would probably do pretty well. So
I would love to see that, because I feel like, it's got to be somebody that, like we said, already has endless money, and it wouldn't be in it for the money, it would be in it for everything else. And so with that being said, I would love to have him start an app, kind of like TikTok or Instagram or all of that combined, and just kind of like see what happens. I would love to see that. And I hope he didn't throw that idea away, because I know he talked about that for a little bit. And so I don't know if he just like, if that's still happening or not, but I was really interested in that. But anyways, let me know, podcast listeners, are you guys on the same page as Nick and I? Like, would you guys want to see an app like that run by or created by Elon Musk? I don't know about run by him, but created by him.
Look, I don't even care who creates what. I just want somebody good. I know that's like too much to ask for, but like, for goodness sakes, like, it's like the people have suffered enough. Like, can we finally get something that's fair and like,
we've suffered enough.
We really have, bro.
So far, it looks like the app hasn't been banned yet. And I mean, I know the whole, congressional hearing was like a couple weeks ago now, and I haven't heard anything since. Have you heard anything? Like,
look, here's the thing. I think all these are just distractions for what's going on behind the scenes with the US dollar crashing. I think that there's like a few things that are going on, and they just keep trying to have these other political or, whatever things just get in the way of the fact that they don't want the American people to know about this. They just want to blindside us. But I'm not stupid. So I've been known about this since day one. But, that's why the only advice I would give to anybody listening, do not keep all your money in the US dollar. Don't do that. That is
a dumb
way to lose everything.
Get an overseas bank account, please. Get
other currencies. Yeah, I mean,
no, for real. Like
anything other than this.
Put your money in something else.
Well, you know what they're doing? I think they're backing.
Open up an overseas bank account, man.
Right. I think they're backing the yuan and Russian dollar with
or buy gold. Like how our dad always says. Shout out to Adam, our dad, if he's listening. This man tells me every week, Alex, you gotta buy some gold.
Yeah. You should.
Yeah, I'm going to buy some gold. I'm really going to, because I mean, Dad's not gonna let me live it down. This man is all this man talks about. So he's right, though. I mean, at the end of the day, you need to be putting your assets into things that aren't the U.S. banks right now, because clearly things are not working out well, and our housing market and all this stuff is
you need tangible stuff.
Literally wild.
Get tangible stuff, not paper. but whatever.
That's crazy.
Anyways, what's the next thing you got?
All right, enough about TikTok potential ban. We're done with
Right.
that. Do you know who that Mormon mom is? Taylor Frankie Paul. Do you know her? Please tell me you
Who's
do, or
no,
this topic ain't gonna work. It's
no.
like she's from Mormon Mom Talk. She's like been on my
They have a
page.
Mormon mom talk. See, like that's what I want to see on my For You page, bro. Like, why am I not seeing like that?
Nick, I ain't gonna lie to you. It is so entertaining because essentially, I'm sure all you Mormons listening kind of know about it, but essentially, the Mormon religion has some interesting, I guess, situations with their religion where they do something called soaking, which I don't even want to explain it here on this podcast. It's kind of inappropriate, but essentially, the Mormons can be kind of sus. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't even go any farther. So
I think I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah. Go.
Guys, I'm not gonna explain it. Go look it up. And I'm sorry.
No, don't tell him to look it up. Don't tell him to look it up.
If you're under 18, do not look it up.
Oh my
But
gosh.
Taylor Frankie Paul is a huge creator on TikTok. I'm sure a lot of people know who she is. She's a beautiful, beautiful woman. I mean, really good looking girl. But essentially she got a divorce from her husband, and it was all like a very public divorce that was like on TikTok the last like year or so, because she cheated on her husband with another TikTok creator's husband.
Oh,
so it was like a whole thing, and I guess they
dang.
like, but it wasn't. She didn't really like.
Let me hear the
all
tea.
cheated on each other.
Okay.
They all cheated on each other. Like,
so
they were really
everybody was swinging. They're just a bunch of swingers.
Yeah. They were basically swingers, except some of them didn't know about it. So she did cheat. Anyways, long story short, they were swinging. The Mormon moms were swinging, and some of the Mormon husbands were swinging, and they were like okay with like passing each other's husbands around and wives around. Okay.
Yeah, so that's swinging if they're okay with it too.
Like. But so in this situation, I guess she cheated on her husband though. They got a divorce, and then she started dating some random new guy. Basically, they ended up getting in a fight last week or a couple weeks ago, and she was arrested because what happened is she threw a chair. Apparently, she tried to throw a chair at him for not letting her go to a concert. Now, this is allegedly. This could be all incorrect, but allegedly, she tried to throw a chair at him, and the chair hit her kid.
Oh,
yeah.
How do you miss?
Like, I don't know.
How close were they? She was drunk. Oh,
and apparently it hit her child, and so she got. Yeah, I know. And so actually, the video is out of like her, like the cam on the policeman when he was called to their house, and it was released to the public. Like her crying, all this stuff, and like it was just like a crazy video to watch. But essentially, she was arrested, and her kid is back with her now. So I don't know if they took the kid away, or if it was just like an accident. Like, you know what I mean?
She was like, "My bad, G. Didn't mean to like rock your shit. Like, I was trying to hit that other guy."
Right, like chill, okay. So she essentially was arrested. And I saw a video of her and her kid like the other day. So I'm guessing everything went back to normal. But I saw that video of like the police, and I was like, "Dang, this is a really famous TikToker." And now her like body cam footage of like when the cops were originally called at the incident is released for millions of people to see. So now that's all like people are talking about, like on her videos.
Dang, I haven't seen
like, oh,
that's sad,
man,
bro.
Crazy. It is
TikTok.
really sad,
if you're listening, I want to see that. I'm just playing.
I feel really bad.
You really shouldn't see it.
You really shouldn't see it. I feel really bad for the children, like in a situation like that, because like you're just
an
that's
innocent
true little freaking kid, and your mom has got a new boyfriend.
Okay, but that's like always the case though, right? Like in any kind of like situation, it's like, bro, the kids didn't deserve that, but they're always dragged in based on who they're or their parent drama or whatever.
It's so sad. And like, I don't know her personally. So, I mean, she may be a great mom. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to immediately like jump in.
But like straight up, her aim is ass, bruh. No. You got no
but
aim.
but Taylor, girl, like you could be a great mom, but I'm gonna need you to
Like
step
I
it
would
up with
not
your
play baseball
aim.
with you. Like I do not want you on my team. You know what I'm
And this
saying?
all and this all goes back to maybe don't get wasted around your kids. I'm sorry, but
That too.
if you got little kids, and listen, if you want to have a night out, you want to have fun with it, I don't give a crap. You know what I'm saying? But you need to, if you have kids, especially small kids, running around, and you're gonna be wasted off your ass, you and your boyfriend with some kids in the house. I don't know how I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts about that. And I just feel like
So
if
if her
you
kid
cannot
got hit by
handle
a
your
chair
liquor,
though, like wait, but hold
she
on. Like how severe
see
did
through
she
the
get like
care.
severely injured or something? The kid?
No, I mean, I don't think the kid got severely injured. It's just the police report said the kid was injured or was hit or whatever.
Uh
So maybe it was just like,
I mean, what kind of
got a
chair are we
bruise.
talking? Is this like one of those like
I
old
don't know.
church chairs? Those suckers hurt, bro.
Those things hurt,
Like
man.
bust your shin on one of those.
Oh, God. And the thing is, people always want to like, jump straight down a mom's throat, like, oh, like you're a terrible mom. And it's like, we don't know that, but yeah, what she did was wrong.
People really
And
do be doing that. Bro, people always be judging from behind. See, this is the other reason with social
exactly,
media, bro.
exactly.
Get rid of it. Like, I know I do this for a living, but like, I don't even give a frick anymore, man. I'm ready for it to
Right.
just get torched. Part of me wants it torched just because I'm like, bro, like, you just got all these losers sitting behind camera, like sitting behind their little phones or whatever that just have
Going
input
off.
on everything and anything without full context too. Usually I get it if maybe the police report's out and like you can see what's going on or whatever. I don't know. But still, I mean, this just goes for a lot of stuff that's posted. Like you always have people just inserting their opinions into stuff that like they
Right.
shouldn't.
They have
Just
no
straight up.
idea about it. And people are keyboard freaking warriors. Like y'all tell me y'all gonna say that I'm fat and ugly to my face. No, the fuck you ain't. Let's be 100% real. I've never had one person come up to me in real life and tell me I'm fat and ugly. Do you know what I'm saying? But online, that shit is every day, bro. It's every day,
I'm about to
bro.
go comment that shit too. I'll say it to your face. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't you dare. Don't you
Bitch, you're
dare,
fat
man.
and ugly.
Bitch, you're fat and ugly. No, but really though, let's be for real. I have never once had someone come up to me in real life and say even a quarter of the things that I get written down every single day in my comment section. And I know
Hey,
same
that's
for you.
true.
You ever had someone go to the grocery store and tell you you're stupid and I hate your jokes and you're not even funny and like all that BS? You think has that ever happened to you?
No, but like at the same time, like
Exactly.
I don't think a lot of people like recognize me in public. I get a lot of stares, and then I'll sometimes get, "Are you that guy from TikTok? Are you that
You're
guy?"
that one guy.
So like, I have a lot of people who are always like, I think it's because they're like, "Wait a second, you're normal?" Like yeah, I get a lot of that. I remember I
Like
had these
you're a
like
regular person.
I had like these three teens this one time when I was at like an amusement park or whatever.
I was
And they're
there with
like,
you, right?
I don't know if you were there that day.
Was that at Dollywood?
No, this wasn't at Dolly. Well, that happened at Dollywood. They were very nice. They were chill. This was before that. It was
Oh, okay.
I don't
Was it
remember
at
where.
Disney? I think Avery told me about it. You were at Disney.
I don't know if I was at Disney.
You were at
All
Disney.
I remember is it was like some public place. And I was
Mm.
like in line to get some food or whatever. And then these like three teen kids were behind me and they were just, oh, you're so daddy guy. Oh my God, that's right. But
Shut
like they were
up.
like, but like it was weird because I was just like kind of like looking back at them and I was like, what the frick? Like it was weird. Like I couldn't tell if they were like, can I get a picture or if they were just like, oh, this loser. So I don't really know.
Probably
But they
a
were
mix
as
of
close.
both.
Yeah, they were probably as close as I've came to like trying to like publicly humiliate me or something. So I was like,
No, I think they
but
were
I wouldn't
probably
consider
just
that to be like too bad.
nah.
But they were like laughing. They're
Nah.
like, is that guy? And I'm like, okay, like I
Damn.
get it. I get it. I'm a loser online. Okay, whatever.
Nick, have you seen Vampire Diaries?
No.
Oh, dang it. Because there's this guy from Vampire Diaries, and he made a TikTok or like a video the other day. And he said that somebody in person, instead of like going up to him and asking for like a photo or like a autograph, this girl walked by him and goes, "It's giving vampire." and just like ran off.
That's so cringy.
And he said he turned around and was like, wait, what? Because he doesn't know the Gen Z like language. And he turned around and he was like, wait, what's me? Wait, what's giving? Something's giving? Like he was like super confused. And she just said, it's giving vampire. And he literally made a video.
I hate that it's giving. Why do people say that? It's like this really sassy. It's giving like oh my god, like it's anytime I hear somebody say it's giving, I say it as a joke to make fun of those people. But I was like, why are we saying it's giving? I ain't
gonna lie, I probably said it once or twice now that you've mentioned it, but I don't think it's
unironically. Are you admitting it to saying it unironically?
Yeah, honestly.
All right, guys. Alex is one of those. All right, that's gonna wrap up our podcast for today. So we'll see you guys.
Listen. I can admit that I sometimes fall prey on these trends. I ain't gonna lie to you. But sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm like, absolutely not. I would never say that. And then I hear myself say it to like one of my friends, and I'm like, oh, y'all better slap me in the face if I start talking like this. I need all y'all to. For real, slap me in the face if I start like the era when they're like, it's giving like my happy girl era. It's giving, it's giving pink era.
It's giving cringy as hell. That's what it's giving.
It's giving like eyeshadow era, like like whatever they come up with. And I'm like, okay, stop with the eras. Everything is not an era. Do you know what an era is? Like,
preach.
Stop it. Please stop talking like that, guys. Like, I love y'all, but please stop. It's cringy as hell. And I'm a cringy person. So if I'm a cringy person and I'm telling you it's cringy, that shit is cringy as fuck. Like,
listen to Alex. She's the cringy queen.
I'm queen of mother freaking cringe. And like, I'm cool with it. And I don't even care because like, I just need money. But honestly, some of y'all are cringy, bro. Like, I'm not.
Alex don't give a shit anymore. All right.
Oh, I never did. I never did. It's a problem. But anyways, all right, guys. So we had a pretty good podcast episode today. I say we went over a couple different random topics. And listen, you guys listening, tell us what you want to hear from us too. Like, feel free to message the Not Related podcast.
Yeah, if there's like topics you want to hear us talk about or something.
Yeah, if there's things like you specifically want to hear our opinions on, just let us know because we're happy to make you guys happy. We want you guys to stay happy. That's the whole point of it, So let us know what you guys want us to talk about. Feel free to DM Not Related, DM me and Nick's personal accounts, whatever. And like, just let us know the things you want to hear and we'll check it out. You know what I'm saying? We'll check it out, guys. So thank you guys for listening to this week's Not Related. Come back next week for another freaking episode or you suck.
They don't suck.
How dare you say that?
How dare you insult our viewers? We appreciate you guys listening.
We love you all. We love you guys. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you follow Nick at It's Me Nick Smithy. Follow
anywhere
me at Alex Princess, 3 X's, 3 S's, and follow at Not Related Podcast everywhere. All right, guys? Because I'm starting to upload clips. Okay, we're uploading clips of the episodes. So, and my cat is literally just scratching me right now. My cat just scratched me. Chill. Anyways, all right. I love you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, Nick. Bye, everyone.
Peace out.
See you guys later.